moment.
It is truly a window into his soul. And I'm not even joking. The guy is affiliated with some of the most heinous, despicable entities and cadres and cliques of the elite that you can possibly imagine.
Here, we got to get audio on him.
If you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm. If the vaccination
Where is that in the Constitution?
If the vaccination is designed to prevent the spreading disease. If the vaccination is only to prevent a disease that you will get, for example, if there's a disease that will kill you, you have the right to refuse that, but you have no right to refuse to be vaccinated against a contagious disease.
Oh, there was a. Is that a different one?
That was a different one.
Public health.
This is
power. Constitution. Public health, the police power of the Constitution.
Man, I'm missing it.
I think it's at about the 48.
You have no right to refuse to be vaccinated that will kill you. You have the right to refuse that, but you have no right to refuse to be vaccinated against a contagious.
Oh,
there it is.
iPop.
55.
Oh my God! There he is again.
There he is
and he
again.
always says it when he's saying something like state. Or vaccinated.
Or power.
Power.
Yeah.
What a freak.
Wow.
And you know what this reminds me of is
oh yeah, it's the same harmonic spirit.
Friends, I pray, sir, you gotta repent, sir. You gotta repent, sir, for murdering babies.
This is an abortion doctor. If you're just listening, this is a guy outside of an abortion clinic, and he's saying to the doctor who's like having a coffee break or whatever, or I think he's coming out here because he has been told that there's a guy out here talking about repenting, and he's protesting what they're doing, and he walks right up to the guy, and you gotta see it. Like I said, Zetetic.news. There's a video component to this. You can see the doctor he's inhabited by a transdimensional entity, and he completely changes into another form and starts like licking his lips and just like it's like something out of Hollywood Exorcist, which is imitating real life, guys. Right. People tap into this stuff. And it's very real. So you already heard him. He's saying he's repent.
Sir, for murdering babies.
Why?
Because it's a sin before God.
Why?
Wow.
Stinky breath.
Yeah,
why?
That's pretty evil of you, sir.
Yeah, I am.
And I hope and pray that you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do to babies, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I hope that you come to Christ, sir.
Oh, I never go to Christ.
I hope that you come to Christ,
no,
sir.
I don't go to Christ.
Yeah,
I don't listen to Christ.
You will have a darkened heart, sir.
I do have a darkened heart. Yeah.
Darkened heart.
I do very, very much so.
And you will stand before God in judgment day.
Yes, I will. Every day.
You will stand.
And what does Hillary want for everybody? Reproductive health services, which is exactly what this guy was doing before he botched some abortions, almost killed a woman, lost his license, and died a year later. I hope it was a painful death. I mean, this guy, I got goosebumps when he started.
Yeah.
We've played this before, but it's very. Look, he's wearing scrubs. You see all the imagery in the media of you're a hero. All these people with scrubs. You're told to worship nurses. Hey, guess what? It's your job. You volunteered to do that job. You should be commended for helping people. Definitely big ups and respect to the medical community for the good work that actually happens. But there's a lot of eugenics going on. That
nightmare.
That the nurses, a lot of the nurses, they don't even know what they're a part of.
No.
Frankly, all the vaccination and shit like that, you don't know what you're a part of. So I don't. See the scrubs and his little badge here, and the fact that these clinics are operating. I mean, it is a place of darkness.
For them to be deemed essential, it just goes to show the depravity of the state itself, and the utter amoral character of the power structure. You know, it's anti-moral really at a certain level, because it sees power and influence and coercion really as the only things that are worth attaining and worshiping in this world. And that trickles down and percolates through all of the hierarchical structures in society. And it's not just, you know, doctors or, you know, the army or what have you. It's the entire substrate of consciousness that's related to power and authority.
Well, you can check us out on Instagram while you still can. Instagram.com/Zetetic_news_network. And we posted this meme of the health experts. Look at these people. They look at how they are almost animated by the same kind of energy that this other guy,
right?
And Dershowitz looks like. They're all sunken eyes. You think this lady over here knows anything about health or nutrition, and she's going to tell you to wear a mask? I mean, it's really disgusting. And going back to the whole color of law thing, this is the Chicago mayor right here in the middle. I forget her name, but here she is, posted by Eddie Bravo, reposted from Sam Tripoli. Shout out to you guys. Would love to have you on the show sometime. Talking about the New World Order.
Branch, because otherwise it doesn't work. So you got to eliminate that compliance, and you make it a mandate, and then you do training, particularly in the city. I'll call them licensing departments, whether it's zoning, buildings, housing will be impacted by it, planning certainly, and you pick the people to run those agencies and the deputies that are pledging allegiance to the New World Order and good governance. And then I think you have the Inspector General do some spot audits to make sure that with branch, because otherwise.
Pretty telling, huh? Pretty honest. And it's how they've always done things, you know. And you see how cavalierly she's saying it. That's evidence of that, right?
Right. It's enough with the emphasis on this terminology of conspiracy theory. This is collusion realism.
Right.
I mean, you have to be a collusion realist when you see prima facie evidence like this, because the entire plausible deniability thing of, oh, well, there's too many people involved for anything like this to ever be accomplished.
I'm so tired of
that. That is out the window. That is a naive, oblivious stance, because you have admissions of how they compartmentalize and delegate these agendas all the way down the line, so that everyone's on a need-to-know basis, and there's NDAs and pay incentives. That's really all you need. And then as long as there is a like-minded cadre of administrators percolating out all the suggestions and disseminating all the policy to the underlings, they're just going to comply with whatever's expected of them to fulfill their occupation, and it just gets cavalierly disseminated into the public sphere.
Have you ever seen someone who's asked a question and they respond by saying, well, that's above my pay grade?
Classic example.
I mean, classic, right?
Classic example.
And what does that mean exactly? I mean, it just means that
you're paid to be ignorant. At the end of the day, I mean, your incentive is to not question anything. It's to just follow orders. It makes you wonder
what kind of security clearances a guy like Jeff Epstein had.
Well, he had 3 social security numbers.
Right.
So if that doesn't tell you something right there, it should. Because when you get to a certain level, money is just a fugazi manipulated game for the plebs. Money doesn't really matter when you get to a certain level of influence. And of course, that's where the term influenza comes from, is the ability to influence from on high. Nice little Latin Jesuit connection there. And